What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-High Radio Shout In. Hey, man, I got a friend and family member to the show stepping off in this thing. A-Town legend, Hoodrich Rip. What's good with it, boss?
How you doing, bro?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, man. I mean, Rip, for me, first of all, I just appreciate you taking time out your busy-ass schedule to, you know, pull up on a player and talk some shit with me.
Straight up.
And number two, man, I just want to get into your story because, see, you know, Hoodrich Rip is known as this mythical figure that, you know, handles Hoodrich business all over the world, and he peeks his head in every now and then he vanishes in the thin air right after he does it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rip, what the hell is it that you do?
Man, look, I get asked that question, man. Half time I don't know how to answer it.
Yeah.
I take a quote from J Money. You know what I mean? I ain't the man, but I'm the man in between the man.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to see the man, then I'm your man.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I mean, getting into this entertainment industry though, Rip, what was it that made you jump off the porch and get into the game, man?
All right. That's a good question, bro. True story. You know, I'm a diabolical, you know, scientific fan of music. You know what I mean? All genres. And been that way since I was younger, you know, MTV baby. You know what I mean? So, you know, as watching watching Atlanta, you know, watching the development of Atlanta, you know, as far as the music goes, you know, Outkast, the Goody Mob, you know, fast forward to like the Tip era. You know what I mean? My boy Ray Daniels say treat Tip like Christ in Atlanta. Before Tip and after Tip. You know what I mean? BT and AT. So, you know, just, you know, watching it and then actually watching, like when I start going in the stores and being able to see people I know, names on the inside of artwork. Yeah. That changed things for me. You know, I was always a fan of, you know, L.A. Reid, you know, Jermaine Dupri, everything they had done. Yeah. And, you know, couple that with watching a Master P and the Baby, Cash Money, stuff like that. You know, I just kind of wanted to, you know what I mean, just push forward what the forefathers had done, you know, for us. You know what I mean? So that lead me to answer your question. You know what I mean? What do I do? I'm like the street lights. I'm like part of Georgia Power.
Come on now.
I work for the city of Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Break down the Hoodrich brand to me though.
Hoodrich brand.
What was it that made you and Scream come together and crank that thing up? And what I want to know, that humble beginning brainchild, man. How did that thing happen?
Man, all right. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit before Hoodrich. Okay. Me and Scream in high school together. Junior high together. Okay, then. Just the same high school. Little Scrappy went to. Yeah. Crime Mob went to. He a little older than them. Yeah. But you know what I mean. Just to give you, you know, where we at.
Exactly.
Deion Glover went there too. We at Cedar Grove. You know what I mean? State champs. You know what I mean? Got cheated this year. You know what I mean? State champs got cheated this year. But so we at school together and Scream DJing. Okay. Now, you know, popular loud guy. You know, dancer, rapper, all that. Scream's a DJ. Okay. But a lot of us didn't know in school. You know, by the time I want to say we about like 14, 15 years old, Scream leaving on the weekends going DJ for Montel Jordan.
Damn.
Okay. and we didn't know. Yeah. Because Scream was so quiet at school. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, you know, college days, you know, we moving around, figuring things out. I took a little vacation, you know what I mean? Came from a little vacation. Yeah. You know, put my little funds together at the time, you know what I mean, want to take what I had at the time and, you know, change what I was doing. Yeah. You know, me and a couple guys came together, started Hoodrich Entertainment. Yeah. Little known fact, Hoodrich name come from Cash Money, Big Timers album, Hoodrich. Yeah. Okay, that's right. I don't know exactly when that album came out, but, you know, around that time, like that's why I grabbed the name. You know, that's, you know, brainchild. You know, them things that we were into at the time. You know, I started Hoodrich Entertainment for Hoodrich Pablo Juan's older brother. Damn. Okay. His older brother named Kickstand. Yeah. Okay. I started the label for Kickstand, you know what I mean, to push his rap career. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, and you know, trying to find, you know, people to help us with that, what we doing. I'm figuring out things, going to pay for it, the damn shame sample.
Yeah.
You know, back then, you know, spending money before we even, you know, knew what was going on, you know, taking my money, just trying to, you know, figure it out.
Exactly.
And doing that, you know, my younger brother throwing parties, okay? He throwing parties with Mr. 2 Weeks Out, Shanad, God bless the dead. I mean, he passed not too long ago. He throwing parties. Scream is DJing the high school parties. He come back from college.
Yeah.
He at Tuskegee.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean, I'm trying to get help with my artists. And it's like, you know what, boom, let me deal with familiar people. You know what I mean? It's a familiar DJ, he, you know, popping. Let me go deal with him because we grew up together, essentially.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So, boom, going to Scream for kickstand help. And in that, you know what I mean, just a lot of things were going on in Atlanta at the time. You know what I mean? If y'all go back, look at like Only the Crunk Survive, Volume 5, kickstand on the cover of that.
Yeah.
With, you know, I think Ludacris picture and another picture. I have to go look at it to see. But, you know, this is like the beginning of Scream and Rip forming a very serious partnership. You know what I mean? The guys I started Hoodrich Entertainment with, they you know, just, you know, they ain't had a passion for music that I had.
Yeah.
So it came a point where I dissolved, and then me and Scream formed as business partners. You know what I mean? And that around that same time, like, I want to say, you know, I'm moving around and get handed a DJ Drama mixtape, Gangsta Grills, hosted by Puff Daddy. Okay, hosted by Puff Daddy, Boys in the Hood.
Trouble. Yeah.
Okay, like, so look, so I get this disc, I get this disc, and I'm listening to it. And mind you, I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So what I know about mixtapes is Southern style DJs.
Come on now,
you know what
Jelly.
I mean?
What up, though?
Jelly, God, you know what I mean, Jelly. And really, I grew up on with Jay. I'm from
East
Cantaloupe
Side.
Road.
Yes, sir.
Show,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you know, all we know about mixtapes is the speeding up of the R&B, slowing down the bass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Putting the night, you know, the Miami bass behind it.
Yeah.
The R&B speeding it up. That's, you know, that's like what we consider mixtapes. You know what I mean? Go get your Jelly tape, or back in the day, go get your J-Team tape. And that's what mixtapes were. So when I got this, you know what I mean? Now, you know, I had been to my cousin's house up top somewhere and seen clue tapes and shit. You know, but that just wasn't, it was far removed.
Exactly.
So when this guy handed to me, you know what I mean? I get in my car, I listen to it. And that shout out Drama. Drama know how much. Drama know how much he mean to us.
Come on, same thing here. Same thing here.
You know what I mean? When I get this disc and I'm listening, and I'm like, damn, it's Puff Daddy on here talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, this is the first time anybody on a main level had heard Jeezy.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the first time we heard them boys.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? If it's taking too long to lock up, bring it back. It's the first time anybody heard this. So I'm kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I call Scream like, yo, what is this? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? What is this? And what do we have to do to make you like this?
Exactly.
What do we have to do to build you up to this?
That's cold.
Straight up. And that's when he taught me the mixtape game. You know what I mean? How you know, we find you a printer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get somebody that can do your artwork, you know what I mean? And how to actually buy these things, and then how to actually distribute these things. You know, this back when, you know, record stores were still a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, we doing you know, mail outs, and then, you know, as far as Atlanta go, you know what I mean, there was a lot of independent stores here, but then, you know, I turned vendors that weren't CD sellers into vendors.
I hate to cut you off, man, but it was something that you said that just kind of warmed my heart and touched my spirit, man. Yeah. When you said you looked at that goddamn Drama CD, and you saw that product, and you called your partner, and you said, hey, man, what we got to do to get you like this?
Period.
That's called teamwork.
Period.
Making a dream work.
That's exactly what it is.
Nobody did. You could have looked at that CD and said, what I got to do to make myself like this.
No, not at all.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
This ain't taking up for Scream. I'm just talking about the teamwork to have a partner that believes in you like you believe in yourself, but then also coming from a different angle that might have seen something that you didn't recognize that you could have been at that time to say, hey, man, I don't know what you think you're doing right now, but you need to be doing this, and we gonna figure this out.
Man, I think
my God,
it was a Southern thing, part of it. You know what I'm saying? drawn from up top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He a Philly guy. Now he, made his bones in Atlanta.
Affiliates.
But you know what I mean? He a Philly guy. So for me, it was like, you know what? Like, we from here. You know what I mean? We from
it ain't no excuses.
You know what I mean? Like, so nobody gonna be able to navigate this terrain like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I'm a salesman. You know what I mean? If it's a good product, then I know how to
work
distribute.
that thing.
You know what I mean? Period. And I knew Scream. You know what I mean? Scream is like the type of individual, like the integrity in him. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God!
If I tell somebody Scream was gonna, we gonna have this project done by this day, Scream lives up. You know what I mean?
Man.
Scream, would never, if I oversold, Scream was gonna live up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was one of them things where you, like you say, teamwork make the dream work. Like that's exactly what it was.
Exactly.
I knew, I knew my limitations. I knew his. You know what I mean? I knew his strengths. I knew mine.
Yeah.
All right. Let's work together. You know what I mean? And we, to build something beautiful.
So what was the first project working towards that direction to build that Hoodrich brand up?
The first one, probably like Only the Crunk Survive, like volume 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe volume 5. Excuse me, volume 5.
Yeah.
All right. Before that, we would paper covers. You know what I mean? Stickers on the CDs. Yeah. You know what I mean? After me and him partnered up.
Yeah.
I took my street energy. You know what I mean? Took some street energy and we put it together. You know what I mean? Boom. Now we getting real covers. We got the glossy print. You know what I mean? Now we actually prepared. You know what I mean? Now we
looking good.
We looking good.
Come on.
We got a good product and now we ready to hit. So Scream taught me, how we do consignment, how you go with stores, the same thing, Master P and anybody that was moving out of the trunk, was doing, how to, basically just online distribution. We Amazon, and before Amazon was around, actually taking in the online orders, all the big shipping every week, you know what I mean? And once we started that, like that turned into a business in itself, you know what I mean? And we, just worked on growing that. One thing like with us that was different is like I made sure I go to if you were in a flea market and like you were selling Scream CDs and you had bootlegs, like I wasn't gonna argue with you about it. I was gonna take your bootlegs and I'm gonna just give you the real ones. Okay, I'm gonna take them, throw them in the trash, give you the real ones. I'll give you the real ones at the same price you paid for these bootlegs, and I'll be back next week.
Come on now.
I mean? So what I did was I took all the bootleggers in the city, had all of them working with us. Every flea market, every record store that was here dealing with us. Even in South DeKalb Mall, Greenbrier Mall, Lenox Mall for a period of time. Me and another partner of mine, we had stores in the mall selling our mixtapes.
Come on.
Beauty salons, and then I start putting them in gas stations.
Yeah.
Okay? And that no one was doing that here.
Yeah.
Okay? I took that, shout out Big Rod.
Yeah.
Killeen, Texas.
Okay then.
Rod used to move thousands of CDs for us through gas stations in Texas.
Damn.
Taught me that, and we brought that here, started dealing with dealing with the Arabian population.
Exactly.
You want to call them Arabs. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But start dealing with them as far as the CDs, and they just turned us onto a whole nother level of growth, and it spread, man.
Once again, that sounds like that street energy.
That's exactly what it was.
Getting into the game, and because you talk about some real deal distribution going on around this thing.
Yeah, travel.
So what was it like getting it out of Atlanta and working the whole region, and then going worldwide with it though?
Man, bootleggers are our best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Bootleggers the best friend. They spread it. I remember the first time I got a call from Japan. I had somebody stationed out there in the military.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody just walked by, somebody just drove by playing a Hoodrich CD. It's like, whoa, you serious? Like, all right, what we doing is working.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We made it across the globe.
Come on now.
So the bootleggers help. You know what I mean? Obviously the web, this before Dat Piff and Live mixtapes. I want to say Mix Unit. There's a couple of different sites back then that you actually they distributed CDs. They would, you can put out a new project. They'll buy a couple hundred from you at your price, and they sold them. And they were based in different places, and they shipped them everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is before iTunes, Spotify. This was the way to get the new music. You know what I mean? It's before SoundCloud. That was the way.
What was the point in which you realized that this shit is working and this brand is starting to grow? And I think we got something here.
Okay, I gotta say,
hit that mic.
When the independents, when they started calling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once they started calling, that meant something. Shout out John Jeezy.
Yeah.
That was the first independent mixtape.
Yeah.
That somebody called us, say, I want to pay you for y'all to put out my music because they like how we were putting out
That's right.
the mixtapes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the first one. We really knew it when we got a call. I want to say Lil Scrappy and DJ Drama did the Gangsta Grills. Okay, and they took a lot of shots. Scrappy had took shots at Don P from Trillville at the time, and this, they weren't getting it along at the time. They, all this is
public record,
Bridgewater and shit now, but at the time that happened. So when Scrappy did the mixtape with Drama, the first signed artist that had a record deal to call us to do a mixtape was Don P from Trillville.
My God.
He called us to basically do his response to the Drama and Scrappy tape. It was called Target Practice. All right, that's what that's what that's what Don P's tape was called, Target Practice. And we got a crazy cover done. And it had Scrappy's face on a target, okay? And that tape, at the time went viral.
Yeah.
It did very, very good.
Come
you know
on.
What I mean? So I think that was like, the big foray. You know what I mean? It was already making us money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell people, like, the day me and Scream started working together, we started making money. I didn't go through a long internship.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. You know what I mean? That ain't how we started. I took what I knew from the street. And he showed me what he knew. Both of us paired with our love of music. And we started making money the next day. You know what I'm saying? God. The next day. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what happened.
Y'all had a Hoodrich and still have a Hoodrich brand, and y'all went and got a team of DJs. Some of the coldest DJs that ever touched turntables in this damn city's history, man.
Yeah.
Break that down. When y'all was going out grabbing these young niggas and putting them in the game, how did y'all determine that, Pretty Boy Tank, you a young ass legend, man? Okay, I see you over there, Young Spins. You a damn legend. Don't forget about Mr. King shit himself, Black Bill Gates. Okay? He was legendary. In his own damn right, and he came over there. Break that down to me.
All right. So, I think it's a couple things going into that. You know what I mean? It was a point, so I said I didn't start interning, right? I didn't start interning at all. I started working. But, while I'm doing that, I wanted to learn some more things, okay? So there was a period where, I wanted to work with Real, okay? Real Street Promo, okay? Real was the manager for the Super Friends. Super Friends, Drama was a part of the Super Friends, Cannon, DJ Trauma.
Exactly.
All these are the
Sense,
Super Friends. These are
Sense.
These are guys that were controlling our sound. You know what I mean? Right. So for me, I'm young. I'm looking up to everything going on. Yeah. Right? So I need, these are the guys I want to be dealing with.
Yeah.
So, me and Real meet, put a desk, damn near next to his for me. You know what I mean? I'm in his office. And I'm coming to him and I want him to help me manage Scream.
Yeah.
Real tell me, like, Rip, like, nah, you got it.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? He tell me you got it. But at the same time, he was willing to, coach, help, mentor me on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, from there I'm watching, you got Super Friends. I watch Drama break off, build the affiliates.
Exactly.
So for us, it's me and Scream. You know what I mean? Of course we want to build out a team. We watching it, we want to build out a team. Tank is from the East.
That's right.
Me and Scream both from the East.
Come on now.
So the thing with Tank is like, the same parties that Scream is DJing and now, he wound up being D4L's DJ, got to go on the road. I'm D4L's road manager at the time. He wants to leave somebody here that's doing what he represent and what he, and that same ethic and that same sound that we do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Boom. Scream tell the promoters, here go Tank. You know what I mean? This is the replacement.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If I'm on, this is him. You know what I mean? And shit, like, You talking about live up, live past.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Live past. Tank was an amazing DJ from the beginning.
Yeah.
Amazing DJ now.
Come on
now.
now.
He got more to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I gotta get out when the scream.
Yeah.
Black Bill Gates, another East Sider. You know what I'm saying? From another East Sider. Him and Scream had a relationship prior. Okay, they used to do a mixtape series called "Sick with It" together.
Okay then.
Okay, DJ Scream, Black Bill Gates, "Sick with It." This used to travel all Georgia Southern players ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These things get in this college circus and travel everywhere.
Out of here.
So you know what I mean? They were instrumental together in spreading each other's names.
Yeah.
So when me and Scream became so tight, you know what I mean? It's like let's just help it all. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Like, come on, Bill Gates. Like let's get it on. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? And that's that's what brought Bill Gates. Fast forward, you know what I mean? I think I'm at an Ozone Awards, down in Orlando, I want to say. Mm-hmm. I meet Spence.
Yeah.
Spence like 16 years old at the time.
That nigga was a baby, man.
16 years old. He from Augusta. He from Georgia. And he tell me that he going to the radio station every morning and to do the morning show and then going to high school. After that, and I'm sitting there looking at him like, "Are you serious? Like that's just another level of
commitment and dedication
that I hadn't seen from
a 16-year-old.
Just period.
But he was always a grown ass baby. I don't understand that.
Yeah, he was. Golly, you just hit it on the head. A grown ass baby. Yes, he was. Yes, he is. You know what I mean? He's an adult.
Come on, man.
Like you right. So like with him, I told him that day, I'm like, bro, when you turn 18, like please come find me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Please. As fast forward, we sitting down, you know what I mean? He was, a teenager at the time, talked to parents and they sent him up here with us, man. And fast forward, a couple years later I had to tell his mom, like, yeah. We did good.
Exactly.
It all worked
Slap
out.
Slap a few fives.
You know what I mean? It all worked out. You know what I mean?
Okay, Hoodrich Productions though, man. When y'all exactly.
Spins.
Come on, break that down.
Spins did that. Spins decided that he wanted to produce. He come from a very musical family. I want to say his grandfather, uncle was a DJ, something to that effect. It's been in him.
Yeah.
So it came a period when he wanted to produce. And at the time, I didn't know anything about managing a producer. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Scream. You know what I mean? Scream taught me how to manage him.
Exactly.
Spins taught me how to manage him.
Exactly.
I learned on the job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I learned on the job. So he started making beats. This is around the time we working on managing J Money at the time.
Yeah.
We working a lot with Young LA. A lot of artists. And he's making beats and he's getting placements, you know what I mean? But we're learning.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one day comes and we at the Blue Room and he produces Cashing Out.
Damn.
For Cash Out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like literally that day we all knew that was a hit record. You know what I mean? That day we knew it was a hit record. So it's like, damn, now you gotta learn. You know what I mean? Because literally we went from one day, nobody's calling me about producers, to literally the next day, like every major label, every publishing company, they all calling me about Spins. And I don't know
a damn thing.
You know what I mean? I'm smart, but I had to learn on the job.
That part.
You had to learn on the job.
So what was that like trying to figure that shit out, man?
Man, listen, Spins will tell you, I dragged them people about 6 months on his first situation.
Yeah.
Just making sure it was right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just making sure it was right. And you know what I mean? Just trying to make sure we did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
On his behalf.
Come
you know
on,
what I mean?
man.
And we did not. Everything, it got right. You know what I mean? But I learned about managing a producer because Spins decided to want to produce. You know what I mean? And he entrusted me and Scream, you know what I mean, to go ahead and, to take him there.
Come on now.
Hell yeah.
When it comes to this Hoodrich brand, though, I mean, a lot of legendary shit has come out of it. Okay. Can you speak on some of that legendary stuff? I mean, when you think about a Future and a Dirty Sprite, that was a legendary time. You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
Rocko, Wildlife, and all of that stuff.
It's
another legendary time.
If I tell you about if I even start, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first time the world heard Shawty Low was Hoodrich.
Come on.
You know what I mean? First time the world heard Rocko.
Come on.
Hoodrich. First time the world heard Future. Hoodrich.
Come on.
First time the world heard Young Scooter. Hoodrich.
My God.
First time the world heard Young Ralph. Hoodrich. And I can keep on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can keep on. The
Yeah.
first time the world heard Young Dolph, God bless.
Come on.
Hoodrich.
Come
Met
on.
me and Scream right off of Lenox Road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right at that Marriott, which was across the street. You know what I mean? Brought his street energy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? In a street paper bag.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? and you know what I mean? We had them conversations about that music and you know what I mean? I think he, fucked with us so much because, you know what I mean? We led him on an upward path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We led him upward bound. It's a lot of Project Pat. Man, never did a mixtape till he rocked with us, man.
Migos, sir.
Oh my God, YRN. All right, YRN. I mean, all right, Young Thug.
Come on, man.
I came from Nothing Volume 1, 2, and 3, hosted by Swamp Izzo. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then I got to ask you this then, Rip, because this is one of the things, from the outside looking in, I was thinking about this even on Screen's behalf. These stories that you tell me about these young artists that come to y'all, man, with dreams and goals and stuff.
Yeah.
When you see them get murdered in the street, how does that impact you when you say, okay, I remember you came to me wanting to get into this game, and this was the outcome of it. We made history and some legendary stuff together, but the outcome of it ended in disarray. How does that make you feel, man? Because for me personally, I get depressed every time it happens.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean? I think, we can go back and re-edit if I need to.
Yeah.
The majority, you know what I mean? We had some deaths.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had some deaths from artists that we work with.
Yeah.
The majority of them haven't been tragic. You know what I mean? When I say tragic, senseless, gun violence style things. You know what I mean? We lost a little hot to help, God bless.
Yeah.
I don't know how this phone still keep ringing.
Yeah.
We lost a little hot. I don't want to miss. We lost Shawty Low.
Yeah.
Not to something. A senseless.
Exactly.
Something random. We connected to a lot of. I've Takeoff just passed. You know what I mean? We done a lot of work with them. From production side and on the mixtape side.
Yeah.
How does it make me feel? I'm gonna answer that with just talking about all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
work.
I'm really I'm a part of the community. This go on in music and not in music.
Yeah.
Okay, so I try not to make it a music thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got senseless violence everywhere. It just sometimes it trickle down in the music. You know what I mean? I try to, the artists I deal with, first thing I'd like to talk about is we not doing business to get you an indictment.
Exactly.
Or to get you caught up in a situation that's gonna get you harmed or you gotta harm anybody else. So we gotta approach the music as a business. You know what I mean? We cannot, we come from street backgrounds, but there are certain elements of this that gotta be left aside.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's something I had to learn myself too.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? You can, it's people, you know what I mean? It's, these are lessons this is wisdom I've gained. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is not, it's not everything I came with. So I think that that's a large part of it. You know what I mean? Because the thing is like the artists that are moving a certain way, you don't hear about this type of stuff in they atmosphere.
Yeah.
You just don't. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a certain energy that bring, this negativity, I want to say.
But see, my thing is this though, Rip. I'm speaking of it more so from a situation to where you saw somebody with a dream, and y'all trying to help this dream come into fruition, and then you see this dream blow up in real time because of some of the collaborations that you did with it. Right. And like I said, it didn't even have to be a murder, just a death. How does that make you feel when you're just like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to sit down with that person and say, hey man, you remember when we did that first damn tape when everybody's 70 years old? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Or man, how did you feel? You have to tell that story now because they're not here to tell that story.
That's a true story.
How does that make you feel?
God working mysterious ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just try to look for the the lesson in those situations.
Yeah.
Because once it go left, you know what I mean, it's hard to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have no understanding
Yeah.
of what, Big Dog got in his plans. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So, with stuff like that, I just try to look for the lesson in it. You know what I mean? And try to teach
Exactly.
people around me. You know what I mean?
Now, another major move that occurred was Scream going to MMG. That was big news in the city, sir.
Yeah, big deal.
I mean, what was going
Ross.
through your mind when the call came in from the boss, Ricky Ross?
The true story, my immediate thought.
Talk to me.
Win for them dark-skinned bros. You know what I mean? That Ross side, Wale,
Come on.
Meek Mill,
Come
and
on.
came and got Scream.
Come
This is
on,
all
man.
in,
Come
all in
on.
like one little pack. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
I'm like, I see what Ross doing. You know what I mean? He put
Exactly.
some power over there. You know what I mean? I see what he up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So them my initial thoughts. But after that, it's like we had been not to say want recognition, but it's good to be recognized by your peers in such a proper manner.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we watch Drum build up, get record deals. Before that, seen Clue with Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Watch Khaled start what he was doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So for Ross, an artist at his stature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To actually, you know what I mean, basically, like Scream, I see what you doing.
Exactly.
I want that to be a part of what we building.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that felt, it's proper. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, we come from the street, you know what I mean? We buying our own ice, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Somebody to gift, we could boom, MMG, big old chain, you know what I mean? Proper deal, we worked it out. Deal made sense, everything made sense. It was, positive, real positive. You know what I mean? Just, another medal, you know what I mean? As far as if you want, you playing sports,
Exactly.
you working for trophies, it was a win.
Exactly.
For sure. A big win.
Okay, so now I got to ask you this. Who came with the street energy that you didn't think was going to be a GOAT, but then turned around and surprised the hell out of your ass?
That's tough, B.I.
I know.
I'm going to say it's tough because I'm young Quincy Jones. Ain't much of that shit I didn't know.
Come on, now, then tell me who you knew then.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, the day Rocko gave us his music, okay? The day Rocko gave us that music, you know what I mean? I told Scream, I said, Scream, I think this the tightest music anybody has handed us to work with. You know what I mean? I knew what it was gonna do.
Yeah.
Wasn't no question about it.
Yeah.
And part of that come from the pulse that me and Scream always had on the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing that I think always propelled Hoodrich, Scream, Rip, and everything around us as a brand is that we really had our pulse on the city.
Come on.
So you brought me some music. I know what's going on in the city.
Yeah.
I know what's gonna move the city. So when we working on Young Ralph, I knew Look Like Money and everything I know it's gonna go.
Yeah.
We working on Laffy Taffy. We knew we on Bankhead.
Yeah.
We watching the Pool Palace. Mm-hmm. We seeing what's going on. We know it's gonna go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was a time of, I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but you know what I mean? We was focused on Fabo. And I remember doing a lot of arguing and fighting and saying, like, look, I know this is going, but we need to work on this Shawty Low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I took every song Shawty Low had in the studio, out the studio, and put it on that I'm the Man mixtape. That first mixtape. Everybody in the studio was mad. Everybody was mad. Everybody was mad for about a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For about a week.
For about a week.
And then we saw the traction. I knew what that music was gonna do to the city. J Money.
Yeah.
I knew what it was gonna do. When we dropped Mr. Futuristic, you know what I mean? Trapper of the Year, I knew what it was gonna do.
Yeah.
It ain't been many times, bro. We knew when we dropped Where I Am, we knew what it was gonna do.
Yeah.
We knew what Dolph was gonna do. You know what I mean? We knew. I can't say I ain't been surprised. You know what I'm surprised about more?
What?
Is the projects that got past me.
Oh my God.
Okay? That's when I had a problem. You know what I mean?
What got past you though,
I
bro?
mean, just little shit. Like, little shit. Like, when I run into a Rich Kids project, and I remember calling Screaming Tank, like, bro, what the fuck? Like this type of shit can't be coming out without us on it. Like
exactly.
what? Like how does this happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one. Rich Homie Quan was a project that me and Spin sit down around the corner at 107.9 listening to in my car. And like, man, this guy, he sounds similar. He got some tones of another artist we familiar with, but we saw what it was gonna be.
Exactly.
What it could grow to be. He could grow out of that.
Exactly.
We saw what it could be. And that was one, that I said to myself, like, about 70-80% of this good music we touching.
Exactly.
But these are ones that slipped past me. I'm gonna tell you who another one slipped past. This is my man's.
Who?
Trinidad James.
Damn.
Listen.
Damn.
That record, it slipped past me because I watched it. That's what made me upset. You know what I mean? Because I watched it. I'm sitting there. I'm at the show. I'm sitting there. But you know what I mean? But the demographic he was targeting was not necessarily our demographic at the time. Okay. I mean, they grew together, but I did not know that was gonna do that. You know what I mean? I knew it was special. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew it was special.
I mean, Dirty Sprite though, man.
Man, listen, I knew that when we were recording it.
Break that down.
I mean, you got to, so Dirty Sprite, and I don't, he been mad at me forever, so it's all good. All right, so we did 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay? We work on 1,000. This Coach K. By the way, Future named Rocko first mixtape.
Damn.
By the way, because I just thought about that. We in the studio, Future, me, Coach K, Scream, and Rocko. Future. Why don't you call it swag season?
See that?
That was Future. Okay?
Yeah.
That was Future. But fast forward a little bit, and we do the 1,000 mixtape.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, me and Scream were managing Lil Hot. God bless. Okay? And, it was, obviously we managing Lil Hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we doing business. You know what I mean? But Future was ready to drop. And I wanted him to wait just a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Maybe, a month or so, because we were about to drop a certain project.
Yeah.
He didn't want to wait. Rocko wanted him to wait. I'm telling shit that don't nobody know.
Yeah.
Right? Rocko wanted him to wait at the time. You know what I mean? They can remember different. They come up here and tell you different if they want to. You know what I mean? Rocko wanted him to wait. Hold it back a little bit, but we wanted to put it out.
Yeah.
He wanted to put it out. So we did it. We put it out. Now, we working on our clients' business, but, Future was such a dynamic artist. You know what I mean? He definitely was right in the sense that, like, y'all need to focus on this.
Exactly.
Okay?
This shit about to change the fucking world.
Y'all need to focus on this.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Yeah.
All right? He was right. But at the time, man of integrity, I was working on what I was working on. Mm-hmm. So our focus was right there. I think Future harbored a couple of things. You know what I mean? He felt, whatever.
Nigga was pissed.
So he did the next project with Bobby Black. Okay, that project went good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I get the name of, but it was some good records on there. Great project.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean. What we did and what Bobby did was two different things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So by then, we coming around and it's time for the new project, and he got X-Rated and Esco as his DJs. Okay?
Yeah,
they on the road with him, and they love them guys. Great DJs too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. World renowned. You know what I mean.
Exactly.
Great DJs. So, boom, we, I think me and Future, we back, friending again. We about, because he had cut me out for a little while after the 1,000, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cut me out, but we back friends, we back in the studio.
Yeah.
We back working.
Yeah.
Okay? And while we in the studio, he's telling me about the project, telling me about the tape that he working on. And, he let me hear, we maybe 3-4 songs in.
Yeah.
And he telling me who hosting the project. And it's X-Rated and Esco. And I'm looking and I'm just like with the music you playing for me.
Yeah.
Okay. The music you playing for me, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean? I know, but I think let's do this together, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do this together, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do Scream, Esco, and X-Rated.
Exactly.
And let's do Dirty Sprite together, bro. He agreed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Propane there then, you know what I mean? We all come together, Scream, X-Rated, Esco, Future, Propane, Rip, and we do Dirty Sprite. And, you know what I mean? We knew, and no question. Every time he recorded a record, we knew what it was.
Yeah.
There was no question about it. We knew what that was about to be. We knew what it was going to do. You know what I mean? Wasn't no question about it. You know what I mean?
what was the biggest project that y'all put out that fucked your head up, Rip? And you like, God damn, we done took over the damn streets. What the hell is going on around here?
I gotta go early, man.
Okay then.
I gotta go early. I gotta say like, Shawty Low.
Okay.
I gotta go early because that's when I could like, you know what I mean? It's like we had something, a product that we had put out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That, you know, we knew we put it out. You know what I mean? Nobody had their hands around it. We put it out and we watched it take hold, grab, literally like move across the nation and move. You know what I mean? We watched this guy become and he gotta be the one because that's the first one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's the first one.
Talk to me about these artists though, Rip. What is it like when you see them in their humble stages and humble beginnings? And is it the same thing with everybody, or do some artists maintain their humility and integrity along the way?
You asking the wrong person that question. All right, so integrity and humility along the way, is a rare thing.
My God.
Yeah, we gonna say that is far and few to find.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna say that. I'm gonna tell you what's very common. You know what I mean? And I don't think he gonna mind me quoting this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I remember meeting with Vince Phillips.
What up,
okay, he used to be the attorney for BME.
Yeah.
And this may be about 17 years ago, you know, maybe 17, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And Vince told me, he said, these artists are a bunch of prima donna little bitches.
Vince.
Bunch of prima donna little bitches. And it took a long time for me to, you know, understand, like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand what you saying. Like, I don't necessarily got to use these terms, but Vince, I ain't mean to throw you under the bus. You done made your money. You good. You out the way, Vince. You got to worry about these guys. You out the way.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It took me a minute to understand what he meant. You know what I mean? And without calling them, you know what I mean, such an abrasive term, which he didn't either. You know what I mean? There was a term he's talking to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we talking about an overview,
real life.
Overview of things. We're not talking about anybody in particular.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But on the overview, you know what I mean, I understood what he was saying. You know what I mean? As I deal with stars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do understand what he was saying. You know what I mean?
Who was the most humble? Who was able to keep it together the best that you saw there?
That's a tough question.
Okay.
Okay, because we gotta measure. We gotta say what's success. Okay, see, because you know what I mean. You know, I talk to any artist. You know, I try to get them to understand that your battle is not necessarily with your peers. You know what I mean. Your real battle with the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Your battle's with the bank. How much you make. How much goes out?
Come
on. You know what I
on.
mean? How can you take care of your family?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? For me, if you can take care of your family off of hip hop, then to me you are successful.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you can take care of your family off of this 50-year-old genre,
exactly.
You know what I mean? To me, that is a level of success.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So to me, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, guys like, you know, if you're talking about like a Pee Wee Longway, who's very successful in music,
now. Extremely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
very successful. May not be as popular, as some stuff, but he is very successful.
And see,
made probably millions of dollars probably in music.
Come on, and see, I got to get in here on Pee Wee because see, what people don't understand about Pee Wee, even though it might seem like he's not as big as everybody else. When that Negro go out in the streets, I done seen this with my own eye.
Yes, sir.
It's like Michael Jackson just touched down.
Yes, sir.
Every time. And I'm like, with no song on the radio.
Damn near ever.
Come on, man. And these folks going crazy, like, Pee Wee. They damn near ripped the man clothes off when I seen them.
We in a different day, man.
Come on.
You know what I mean? With a different day. You take somebody like Baby Tron. Okay, Baby Tron. You know what I mean? If he walk, probably not what we think is superstar famous. Man, this kid do like 20 million streams a month on iTunes.
Oh my God.
He extremely successful.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And humble. You know what I mean? I think fame takes away the humility and the humbleness. You know what I mean? There's levels of success that could be obtained in this game, and you can and have your humility. You know what I mean? I think certain levels of fame take that away from certain people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, well, I feel that too, because I think with that fame comes a whole different beast.
It's a different beast.
You see what I'm saying? So you
beast.
got to protect yourself just because you're so damn famous now.
It's a different beast, which is why Rip been in and out, peaking for the longest. You know what I mean? So I can remain humble, and so I can, keep the fame card down. Not after that.
For you personally, though, Rip, what do you feel like was your biggest win to where you got off on that thing? Like, we did this thing, man.
Man, it's all been a win, man. It's all been a win.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's all been a win.
Yeah.
I had applied for a job since I was a teenager.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? So that go into what we talking about, these, levels of success. You know
exactly.
What I mean? It's all been a win. The major wins, I mean, obviously, you know what I mean? We out on PCH somewhere on our way to Kanye house.
Come on
or
now.
something to that effect. You know what I mean? Me, Young Thug, Metro, and Boo in the car together. You know what I mean? These are times like, all right, off them, Candler Road, Flat Show streets to, on our way to
Kanye house.
You know what I mean? Going up to PCH, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or being in Malibu, you know what I mean? At the Soho House, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just there's milestones. I think the biggest milestones for me, I'm gonna be honest, is I think music took me to places traveling wise that I wouldn't have went to normally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Austria, France, you know what I mean? Nice, I'm out in the south of France with Scream. This, you know what I mean? Those are things like I would have had to join the military or been, a different type of, so for music to take me to them places, those are the heights for me, man. It's personal, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And having other folks reach their goals is great as well. You know what I mean? That is a big part of this.
But see, as a player in the game that's quarterbacking and coaching at the same time, you got to make sure that receiver gets the touchdown, okay?
And there we go.
So what was the deepest bomb? What was the Hail Mary that you threw out there, Rip? And you was like, Negro, you better catch this one because I'm going deep.
Man.
And it was caught.
Oh, okay. Caught.
Yeah. I ain't talking about that one.
We're going to say Young Thug.
Okay, then.
He might have right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
hopefully not. I hope
Come
my
on
man,
now.
Wiggle up out of that.
Exactly.
But I'm going to say that one. You know what I mean? I'm going to say Thug because, you know what I mean? Thug, like, mind you, Swamp Izzo did. I came from that volume
Izzo.
1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? There was there was an energy in the city, you know what I mean? Just, certain people didn't want certain people around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff might,
Shit be crazy.
It should be wild, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it was a point where, only person that was willing to deal with Thug and, the surroundings of that were Gucci, okay?
Yeah.
And Gucci calls me to the studio, this at the Brick Factory, okay? Over there off Moreland, calls me over there. Shout out Nate, he was with me. We go by Gucci, and he getting us. He want us to do this one. He building out. He got Dolph over there, Pee Wee over there, Thug over there, Scooter. Like you know what I mean. He got a lot. OG Boo Dirty and them from Memphis. He got a lot going on over here.
My God.
So you know what I mean. He called me over there. This for Scream. He want to do a Pee Wee mixtape. Okay. He want to do a Gucci tape. Mm-hmm. It's a Gucci collab tape, and then it's Thug. Okay, and Gucci man pulled me aside and tell me, he say, Rip, he say, Young Thug, the tightest thing I got.
Damn.
And I look at him like he crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I had heard, projects, and I knew, you know what I mean, and I knew he was special.
Yeah.
But to hear, you know what I mean, Guwop telling me this. you know what I mean, was different. You know what I'm saying? He literally, I looked at him like he was crazy. Like, what? He said,
that's him.
I'm gonna get his exact words. His exact words was, he said, Young Thug tightest thing I got. I said, hey, I'm like, hey, you talking about? He said, Young Thug tighter than me.
My God.
Gucci told me that out his mouth and my ears. You know what I mean? He told me that. Now, you know what I mean? Did he mean that he's a better rapper than him? Not necessarily, but he was really trying to get me to understand how special Thug was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So from there, like, I take the music, we do 1017 Thug, got 2 Cup stuff on there.
Come on now.
And that's when it started making all the sense to me. You know what I'm saying? All the sense. Not to say it didn't before, but it all coagulated.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
And then Gucci went to jail. Gucci went to jail. So all that motion took a break. You know what I mean? Like I said, Gucci the only one willing to deal with what comes with all this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, he got a big family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A big family.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta look out for a lot of people when they're around. You know what I mean? So you know, little time go by and I run into Thug at Lenox Mall. And Done Deal, part of Hoodrich production group at the time.
Yeah.
Done Deal was actually the first producer ever to work with Young Thug. Okay, so he had been talking to me about him. And, you know, my Gucci's, what he said is on my head. Thug makes his way by HPG, this Hoodrich production group, Studio Me, Spins, all us had together over there in, off of Punts with B Rich and Grand Hustle at the time. Thug get by there and records Stoner with Done Deal, okay? Done Deal plays me Stoner, okay? And then I run into Thug at Lenox, okay? And my exact words was like, bro, like, you've had a buzz. Like, you've made music, you've had a buzz, people know who you are. But that song is gonna get your ugly ass up out of here. Like, period. And he like, what we doing? And I'm like, shit, let's work. He's like, shit. I'm like, what's the next project? He like, Hoodrich University, let's go. And you know what I mean? And from there, you know what I mean? Me and Thug built our relationship super tight and started working. You know what I mean? He let me know where he wanted to go with it. And you know, not just me. You know, you got Reese, Amina, all us working on this. Jade, you know, helping out too. All us working on this together. You know what I mean? To make Thug get where he needed to go. And he, you know, we put our brands, names, everything on the line, and he definitely lived up. You know what I mean?
And also afterwards though too, because he took Swamp Izzo the long way with him. You see what I'm saying? That's what I love to see. Just that. Come on. You see what I'm saying? From the beginning.
From his first.
When I saw that, I said, you know what? Come on, it ain't getting no better than that. You see what I'm saying? Let's go on Swamp. Let's go. Let's go. You know, so okay. Now, with that being said, what was the time in the game for you though, Rip? To what did you ever get to a point to where you like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. And I'm about to have to go ahead and let y'all have this.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. Definitely was. Man, you know, like, you know, coming from you know what I mean, our urban backgrounds, you know what I mean? Man. Street backgrounds, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, you know, the idea of business is to get away from certain things. Yeah. And to not deal with certain things. You know what I mean? So like, once, you know, when you on the road with artists and, you know what I mean, the van is pulled over and the D-rugs are found and it's weapons in the car and we dealing with all, it's like, you know what I mean, this not a part of the game that we didn't come for this. We didn't come for this. Yeah. So, you know what I mean, you fast forward, you know, a charge here in this state, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, a charge here in this state, you know what I mean? A pint charge in this state. You know what I mean? You know, just, you know, little things. It does take a toll. Yeah. You know what I mean? It takes a toll. I think that, you know, part of it for me was learning the business. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, just learning as you go. Yeah. Like I said, you know, I didn't take a 10-year internship to get it. So we walked in on job. You know what I mean? So learning as you go, you learn some things about, you know, the music business. It can get cloudy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's very friendly. So sometimes, you know what I mean, you can get friendship and business blurred.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you might not be on top of certain things because things are so friendly.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? That those are things you had to, you know, I had to learn. Everybody don't. You know what I mean? Certain things I had to learn, but they didn't deter me. I think the biggest deterrent for me from the rap artists, okay, street rap artists, are Rocko.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, Hoodrich Pablo Juan.
Yeah.
It's my little cousin. Hope he come. Should be home soon.
Okay then.
On a Rocko. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know what I mean, did a lot of work with Thug. You know what I mean? To watch them dealing with a Rocko. These are things that just make me you know, evaluate and want to just make sure, you know what I mean, we not doing certain things. Because if me and you working together, my job is, you know what I mean, my goal is not to blow up and then end up in a Rocko charge. You know what I mean? So we have to be proper with what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Another artist of ours that we deal with, RX Heck, Drug Rich Heck, is right now going through the same thing. You know what I mean? So I say that you know, I've been quiet for a little bit. The Pablo, Thug, Heck, all these situations definitely took a toll. You know what I mean? I went and did after Thug, I went and got a country artist, a pop folk artist, okay, country artist, and you know what I mean, Camino.
He said, "Fuck this shit."
Shout out Camino. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't have you know, he don't smoke or drink. You know what I mean? Certain list of things that don't come with him. We releasing a new single April 7th.
Okay, then.
The one. You know what I mean? Def Jam. Shout out. Shout out DJ. You know what I mean? Shout out Polo.
I'm with you.
So, you know what I mean? I did take a step back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to reevaluate and, you know what I mean? Just, you know, to make sure that to put our plans in order.
Yeah.
To make sure that we not, you know what I mean, contributing to, you know, I don't want to get in business with you and make you more popular to get you in trouble. You know what I mean? We have to be doing proper music business. You know what I mean? And I want you, you know what I mean, even if we doing business, on your outside business, you need to be understanding that there's proper music business. It need to be over with, man.
Exactly.
You know, whatever, you know, street energy's going on, you know what I mean?
Come on. You spoke earlier about going to see Kanye, man. Talk to me about that shit.
Shit, that's a 2-part story.
Oh,
okay?
Man, I'm here for it.
All right, one part, good day, cool, you know, at his house.
Yeah.
Didn't see him much.
Okay.
Okay? Thug in the studio.
Okay.
Okay? Me, Metro, and Boo.
Yeah.
Okay, second part of that story, en route to his space, and don't make it there.
Ooh.
Rip takes a trip to Ventura County while Metro, Thug, and Boo go head on to Kanye's house. Man.
I mean, Rip, for you though as well, man, when you thinking about you and Scream and just the whole trajectory of everything, what were the rooms that you found yourself in that you couldn't believe that y'all had actually made it there? And then also I want to know, what are the conversations like between you and Scream now after all of this damn time?
You came a long way. You know what I mean? We came a long way. Surprised to be in them rooms, bro. It's hard, bro, because we worked for it. You know what I'm saying? We worked for it. And I say this, you know what I mean? We professionals too.
Yeah.
I did not you know, I didn't put any of these guys that we met in a glass house. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know, we do similar things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do similar things. So, you know what I mean? You know, you got to put Dr. Dre or Quincy Jones in the room for somebody to tell they got a better eardrum than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it come to discovering music and recognizing talent.
Mm-hmm. So
there's not many people in the music business that I've encountered that I feel like got a better skill set than me when it comes to that. Exactly. So I respect theirs, you know what I mean? I just fight for our respect.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. I don't to me, music is math.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not a better mathematician than me. You know what I mean? You might know another level of math, and I can learn that math, but I never put them on a trophy case.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I remember first time me and Spins, you know, in the room where Dr. Dre recorded The Chronic. That felt very good. Okay, that felt very good.
Yeah,
I'm more into that.
Yeah,
I'm more into the space.
Exactly.
I'm more into the spirits that were in the room. Being in Dallas, Austin studio.
Yeah.
I was a teenager working in there with Maddie P.
My God.
Bless. you know what I mean, a teenager in there where all these hits were made.
Yeah.
Like the ghost in the room to me mean more. Like, you know, if y'all made Magic in here when we working at Hot Beats and Lil Wayne had recorded a Millie and all that project up there, then it's like that. Okay, we in this room now.
Exactly.
Those are the rooms that give me the most, like,
vibes.
Yeah, I'm be honest. You know what I mean? You know, BET red carpets are cool. You know what I mean? We've done them. You know what I mean? That's we gotta put that on the mantle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is nice. But I'm a music man. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, you know, the spirits in the room, the ghost in the room. If I'm in a room where some hits were made, then that put the energy on me. You know what I mean?
When you speak of fighting for your respect in the game, man, I mean, break that down to me. And how do you feel about the respect? Because Atlanta, is safe to say, wouldn't be the Atlanta that it is without Hoodrich. It just is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the respect, it is what it motherfucking is. It's not the same city if you and Scream don't come together and do what the hell y'all did.
No.
So break that down to me from an industry standpoint. How does that make you feel when you think about just the respect factor of it all?
I think from the people that I, you know what I mean, that I did, you know, I looked up to, you know what I mean, talking like Block, you know, the Cabell, you know what I mean, Johnny, or the people that, you know, mentored me in this, really, you know what I mean, you know, my family, you know what I mean? Those, you know, for me, it's like they recognize, you know what I mean, like Scream's family, you know what I mean? Seeing literally like us going from couch sleeping to, you know what I mean?
Come on.
You know what I mean? When, you know, sister come to me and say like, y'all did it, you know what I mean? To me, like, that's enough, I'm gonna be honest.
Exactly.
That's enough, you know what I mean? Our Atlanta peers recognize us, you know what I mean? And to me, you know, Atlanta the capital of Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if we got recognition here, then we're recognized. You know what I mean? But, you know, and especially if we talking about the music business, you know what I mean? I think that so much is you know, influenced. You know, all the black people down here, bro. You know what I mean? So much is influenced from what goes on from here that if I got my recognition here, then I feel recognized.
Come on.
After that, it's battle with the bank.
Is that?
You know what I mean? After that, it's battle with the bank. That's all. You know what I mean?
Okay, how did you feel battling with the bank and starting to win?
Yeah. I gotta tell you so.
Talk to me.
I started winning with battling the bank long time ago.
Come on now.
Just a little bit before the music business. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
I had figured out some things as a youngster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of set me on a good trajectory as far as
the bank.
As far as that goes, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's been really just making sure we don't go the other way, you know what I mean? You know, just making sure we don't go the other way, you know what I mean? I was at East Lake Golf Course when I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've been outside trying to battle with the bank.
Battle with the bank.
Before music business, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, before music business.
Answer me this though, Rip. How do you feel about this Atlanta hip-hop scene now, and where do you see it going, man?
That's a good question. Atlanta hip-hop scene is alive.
Okay, because I'm scared. I'm over here this motherfucker scared.
Well, I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this. Cities, everything is different now.
Yeah.
Social media done shrunk the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where shit used to be regional.
Yeah.
You know, in a city.
Yeah.
That's disappeared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to have New York stuff.
Yeah.
West Coast stuff.
Yeah.
Down South stuff. Atlanta shit. Like, it's not... you know, everybody everywhere can see what's going on, decide what they want to be into. You know what I mean? So, I think that Atlanta is fine in the sense that, you know what I mean, there's always going to be some creative people making some creative stuff. You know what I mean? I think that if you're looking for the past, old Atlanta is not the same.
Damn.
You know what I mean? The demographic is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You drive up on North Side, you don't see no Herndon home no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't no Bowen homes.
Yeah.
The demographic of the city is different. You know what I mean? That changes your voting.
Yeah.
That changes the representation.
Yeah.
That changes, you know what I mean, what laws get into place. That changes the energy of everything.
The energy.
It changed the energy. So when you got, you know what I mean, you know, I go by near Perry Homes and they say West Midtown now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We in a different area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that
Upper West Side.
It's Upper West, you know what I mean? It's just it's different, bro. So I think that, you know what I mean, you know, with change, you know what I mean, there's gonna be changes, you know what I mean? But there's God bless Clay, he just left us, but you know what I mean, there's people here that understand the actual fabric of the city, the real fabric of it, and actually want to, you know what I mean, display it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You take like JID, Earth Gang and them. My boy Barry Hefner. Like, it's like, all right, like, you know.
But see, that's what I hate to cut you off, but that's what's making me mad. I don't feel like Earth Gang and JID are getting the support that they deserve, man. And that's what's making me mad as hell.
Okay, let me tell you this, though.
Talk to me.
That go back to what we talking about the measures now. You feel me? Success, not like they're extremely successful.
But I know they're extremely successful.
And extremely
but I'm
popular,
talking about
too.
Their music, I feel, is just as important as that early Dungeon Family music to Atlanta. And if they stuff was getting
to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Atlanta is not Atlanta. It is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now to Atlanta culture, yes.
But see, I feel like, okay, so I'm gonna put it better to you like this though, Rip. What Hoodrich was responsible for doing, y'all integrated Rocko, Future, Shawty Low into Atlanta culture. Who is here to integrate Earth Gang and JID into Atlanta culture?
Me, you, and Barry Hefner.
Come on now. I'm here for it.
Know what I mean?
I'm here for it.
Me and Barry had a good conversation about this about a week ago. You know what I mean? That's like, because, you know, the city like I said, the demographic, the energy is different, but there's still natives here. Yeah. Okay, there's still you know, it's done shifted south a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, we might have to pay a little more attention to Union City.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Because that's why all the Atlanta's, you know, that's where we at now. You know what I mean? They done, you know, it's different, but that's all. We just got to go find them pockets of black people. And then and interject, and then that's what comes out and blow up worldwide. You know what I mean? Then. That's what made Atlanta what it is. You know what I mean? So they still here. It's just we got an influx of other stuff. But you know, the concentration pockets, they still here. Yeah. And you got to focus on them. We can still get
because I done seen with my own eye in a few different occasions to where folks will infiltrate your city and say, you know what, fuck all y'all niggas in this damn city, and I don't like what y'all got going on in here, and I want to change it. I want to turn this place into New York. And it's like, nigga, this is Atlanta, fool. You see what I'm saying?
Was.
Oh, damn.
Well, it's still Atlanta, but we got the influx. You know what I mean? It's here, Jack. It's here, Jack. We were partying. We should have bought up all them clubs.
Exactly.
We should have bought up all them clubs, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we were partying. You
just snapped with that. Yeah. You the only one that admitted, though.
I mean, you know, I think Parlay asked me about this one time, man. I said, asked me about my biggest regret. I said, our biggest regret to me is like when we own, you know, when the city was, you know, what it was that, you know, we were partying. You know what I mean? We weren't, we ain't buy it. You know what I mean? That land that Vision was on.
Yeah.
What is that now? You know what I mean? Akaya, all these spots. It's just like, man, you know, it's cool to move around and change the club and all that, but it's just, you know, these are prime real estate now, man. Like we didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't buy it. So that's the biggest lesson I got. It's like, you know, before we go to party, we need to own the party. We need to own the block.
Come on now.
We need to buy it.
Okay, so now with this long ass career that you done had, Rip, what advice do you have for somebody else that wants to get into the game how you did it? They don't want to be the talent. They want to be the business. And they got a love for the artistry and the entertainment industry. Right. And they want to get into it, but they just don't know where the hell to start or what the hell to do.
That's tough. It's a tough question with the way you ended it. Because I knew what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's like, you know, if you if you got no clue about what to do, you know what I mean, or what you want to do, then that's tough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you want to get into business, then you know what I mean, I used to be not anti, but I didn't come in this way.
Yeah.
But I am pro internship. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Under the right, if you can find you a good internship under the right people, you know what I mean? Some of the execs I deal with now, some of the A&Rs I deal with now were interns, you know what I mean, a few years back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got a lot of respect for that. If that's not your angle, I say that you want to learn the business. You know what I mean? First off, see, the thing is you got to have a crazy passion for it. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to do it for free first. If you're willing to do it for free, I say do it. If you're willing to do music business for free, you know what I mean, out of love, then I say learn the business. You know what I mean? Learn the business because it can get, you can get a lot of headaches. This shit real colorful. It's not like a normal job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I need you to do this, this, and this. You're going to get paid this. It's not like that. You know what I mean?
Talk about creating, though, because, see, that's the other part. As a hustler, you came into the game a hustler, so your mindset going into the game wasn't pay me, it's create this damn money. I'm creating this shit as I go.
Yes.
Break that down. What does that hustler mentality mean to a person that wants to be an entrepreneur in the music and entertainment industry?
Man, look, I used to tell people all the time, I used to, see me and say, you make music or are you an artist? And I tell them, no, I'm not an artist. My art is in the numbers.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Finding creative ways to get deals done, creative ways to be partners.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Creative ways to be a liaison. You know what I mean?
on.
You might talk to somebody trying to book somebody, they might say something negative about the person they booking. But this is information that stays with you, the agent, you know what I mean? And finding ways to communicate and to make this palatable over here so we can get this business done. You know what I mean? That's where the creativity comes in for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where it come in for me. You know what I mean? I learned what my position was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A broker in this. You know what I mean? Just be a power broker in this.
Exactly.
You put your ego aside. Let's make this situation work for the parties at hand. You know what I mean? For your client. That's where my creativity came in. It's
Break
being
down
flexible.
the ego part, man. How do you put that ego to the side to get the job done? Because I'm having a hard time with that myself right now. Like, I don't got time for nobody's shit no more.
I'm going to tell you, it's harder for you because you on that camera.
You see what I'm saying?
It's harder for you.
I'm trying to work with folks, but I'm thinking to myself, I don't work for nobody no more.
You know what I mean?
And I don't want to hear shit.
Big time. So
you see what I'm saying?
Ego battle, man. Ego battle is a tough one, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. And I will say I do encounter it on some things. You know what I mean? When we referring to, if it's something, this type of going to an event or something like that that I used to go to, or you know what I mean? Not to say beneath, but you know what I mean?
You just ain't trying to leave the damn house.
Don't want, but at the same time, these are things that got to be done to get done what we need to get done. You know what I mean? So, I think the biggest defeater of ego is going to be discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's going to be the biggest defeater of ego going to be discipline. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean? If we got a certain set of, what we doing, what we working on, set of rules, and what we need to accomplish, then ego can't get in the way of that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's
okay. Lastly, Rip, because I'll talk your head off in this thing, man.
Listen,
I'm here for it. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
What do you want to leave your people with and the audience with? And then also, if somebody wants to holler at Rip about some business, man, how the hell do they go about contacting you, man?
Man, social media, man.
Yeah.
Instagram, just Hoodrich Rip, just like 21 Savage said. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I'm Hoodrich like Rip.
Come on.
Ain't but one. You know
Come on now.
That's contact. My phone number up there too. So,
okay.
Shit, don't wear it out.
Shit.
But what was that question?
What
bro?
you want to lead the audience with?
What I want to lead them, man. Shit, in this business, you get what you deserve, not what you negotiate. I mean, you get what you negotiate, not what you deserve. You might cut that one and flip it.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you.
Yeah, you get what you negotiate, not what you deserve. You can go and put in all the work for something. You know what I mean? If the business was not negotiated, not figured out, not handled, in this business, you will not get what you deserve. You know what I mean? You're gonna get what you negotiate. So if you looking to get into this business, you got a passion for it, I say learn the business.
Answer me this though, Rip. If you know your value and how does it even work in this business when folks want to lowball you off the goddamn rip and you know your value and you like, man, I ain't got time for this bullshit?
I mean, I say that I started by saying I appreciate internships now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if somebody can do a non-paid internship to try to to get where they going, then taking less pay for something while you trying to build a relationship or get your brand visible may make sense. Don't cut your nose and spite your face. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Whew. I'm with it. Rip.
Man, you know what's up.
Gangsta, appreciate you, man. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Man,
Be High Radio, Shouty, Hoodrich, Rip. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.